subject to further threats and tactics of Mr. Bennett, which could lead to more criminal activity. I don't believe that there are any conditions that I can place on Mr. Bennett to ensure that the three goals are met, so he is going to be detained.
Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Saturday, February... I forget what day it is. Let's see. Let me bring the clock back up. February 18th it is. Time is 1:10 p.m. Jersey time. Very cold Jersey time. We had 60-degree weather the last 3 days. Now today I get up and it's in the 30s, but the sun is shining, so that's good, and no snow. Okay, we got an update on that well-trained professional hero out of Seabright, New Jersey. You know, the one that's out there keeping our neighborhood safe, protecting us from evil. Well, kind of. I think his chief is protecting him from some evil things. But anyway, this cop here by the name of Eric Bennett, who was charged with multiple charges out of 2 towns for pretty much stalking and terrorizing a badge bunny and using the police department's computer base to look up license plates so he could go stalk and harass anybody that was friends with the badge bunny. Well, there's an update. He had to go to court last week to find out whether he could get out of jail or not. So we have an update here, and this is actually dated February 9th. I know I'm a little behind, but had things to do. This is on NJ.com. NJ cop threatened to slash ex-girlfriend's face, authorities say. And here's the story right here. If you can see that, there it is. It doesn't matter. We'll put the link in the description for you. A suspended Seabright police officer charged with stalking his ex-badge bunny threatened to slash her face after 2 went for coffee in December to discuss their recent breakup, according to court. Okay, first of all, discuss their recent breakup. In other words, he was trying to talk her back into getting with him, and she was waiting for him to give her the right to tell her the things she wants to hear so she can get back with him, you know. Oh, he's a good guy. He's just got temper problems. I can just imagine what's going through her head, how she's going to rationalize up, because she's walking away from a hero, you know. And this is, I've said in the past, these chicks love these cops because they get to brag. You got to understand, females, these young females, they like to brag to their friends, show off to their friends what kind of boyfriend they have. That's why they go for the money and the nice cars and the uniform, because they brag. They like to brag, show off to their girlfriends. Well, it didn't work out too well for this one here. So anyway, Eric A. Bennett, 46, is charged with a pattern of official misconduct, 2 counts of blah, 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 blah. He had a couple things going on here I did in the last video. Court documents filed in support of those charges detail multiple allegations of harassment, threats, including the December allegation he threatened to attack her with a knife. Bennett also assumed a fake identity on Facebook and sent her threatening messages advising her to stay out of Seabright, authorities said. This is what's running around with a badge, folks. This is what we rely on to protect us. Bennett and the woman broke up in October, briefly reconciled, but then the woman got beat up again. No, that's not what it said. The woman again ended the relationship after Thanksgiving, authorities said. He began texting her on November 28th, showed up unannounced at her home in a nearby town, which is Little Silver, on December 5th, when he made the threat of slashing her, authorities said. The woman blocked Bennett on social media and had security cameras installed on her property. She obtained a restraining order against him, the document said. The Facebook messages from the fake account began in January, and Bennett drove by the woman's home in Seabright police vehicle despite... He took the police vehicle, Seabright police car, and drove past their house. Oh, that's smart. It's not like Little Silver's right next. It's like 1 town, 2 towns over from Seabright. Despite being warned by his sergeant to avoid contact, authorities said in the court documents. The next day, her vehicle was keyed, her tires were slashed, and the security cameras were disabled, authorities say. So the sergeant warns him to stay away from him. So obviously, it is my opinion that the department knew that this cop was a nut job and was harassing this woman and being problematic, and they warned him, and I don't know, warn or advise him. They should have told him, look, you better not do it or else. but they knew about it. So, in my opinion, they play a role in this. Investigators got a search warrant to check Bennett's phone and found he was on her street around the time someone tampered with the cameras. On January 16th, Seabright Police Chief Brett the Crook Friedman called Bennett into his office and asked if he slashed the woman's tires. See, they all had a suspect that he was up to something. Bennett responded that he would not be seen doing that as he had moved the cameras. Bennett also admitted to threatening to slash the woman, but claimed he was joking. So the chief all knew about this. They're all in on this to one degree or another. Bennett also allegedly accessed police databases on more than 30 occasions between October and January to find personal identifying information on the woman acquaintances, according to documents. This Bennett guy, has a serious jealousy problem. I've encountered guys like this before, where I had to deal with one of these personally, and I dealt with it the way it needed to be dealt with, and it still didn't stop him, but the end result was I got rid of the female, and that was the end of that. He went away. But there are guys out there, they're just so controlling and jealous, and they just go berserko over a female, and I don't get it, because you got a badge, you're a big guy. Why would you waste your time with that? I mean, is her middle name Hoover? Does she suck that good? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know if she does those things or not, but anyway, is she that good that you're going to go lose your mind over it? It doesn't make sense. There's so many fish out there to sea. Let's see what else. Bennett of Seabright is suspended from his job and remains held in Monmouth County Jail following a hearing earlier this week. He was hired as a police officer in 2002, so this guy's got he's got 20 years behind him and is paid $119,318 per year, according to state pension records. That doesn't include the overtime that he probably gets and the free food. Bennett's attorney, Mitchell, the bad cop go-to lawyer, Ansell, couldn't immediately be reached Thursday afternoon. So anyway, the cop is bad. We don't even know the half of what he's done, but the cop was so bad that the judge said to him, I have no confidence that you're going to behave yourself if I let you out. So the judge decided, based on what was presented, that this cop, this Eric Bennett out of Seabright, is going to stay in jail to further notice. Now, of course, his lawyer, Ansell, the law office Ansell, has filed an appeal. So that's, according to what Matt told me, he goes in front of 2 or 3 judges, and then they decide whether there's enough evidence there to keep him in jail or to release him. And I think this cop needs to be staying in jail because he was not covering up, or he was not embarrassed by what he did or trying to hide what he did, because they pretty much knew what he was up to at headquarters, and he pretty much kind of admitted to it based on some of the things I just read, that he wasn't hiding it. He didn't care. He was on a mission. So I think this bad cop needs to stay in jail, and that's that. Now, another thing here is I've gone to Seabright's Police Department's Facebook page as of yesterday. I didn't go there today, but I don't think anything's changed. They have yet to mention the arrest of this officer. They are hiding. They do not want to be transparent, but rest assured, if you did something in Seabright, they would plaster your name all over Facebook and brag about how they arrested you and charged you and where you live and where you work and everything else. But they have yet to say anything. I have sent 2 emails to the police chief, Brett Friedman. He has not responded. I sent an email to the mayor, and he did not respond. So it is my opinion that this Brett Friedman is a no-good SOB, and he is covered. So my opinion, he's covering for the cop. That's what he's doing. He's covering, because he's probably part of the investigation. He's covering for it, and he don't want to say nothing. And to me, saying nothing is the same as doing something. I can't believe that he's embarrassed. I'm sure he maybe has a little embarrassment by it, but he's not talking about it. There's not a word on their Facebook page. And so, it's starting to look like this is a bad police department. I'm not saying all the officers over there are bad, but it looks like it's being headed by a not good police chief. I also understand there was a problem. One of our viewers here had messaged me and said that he had a problem with Seabright out on the beach, that there's a no smoking law or ordinance on the beach, and no smoking marijuana, that is. And apparently this particular person has made it an issue to try to do something about it. And so far, as he has stated to me, that Seabright is ignoring him. They're not going to enforce the law, and it's going on. And apparently Seabright has a history of I guess picking and choosing which laws they're going to enforce. I guess they only enforce the ones that make them money, and you have to be sitting in a car, and they don't have no problem there. But my suggestion to the viewer out there, or anybody on the beach, if somebody's smoking pot and is coming your way, I suggest you move upwind, and that'll solve the problem. But or take your phone and record them smoking the pot out there, and call the police and record that, and find out what happens, and see why they won't respond and do something about it. But I don't know, me, it's I'm a pot smoker, so I'm a little more I guess a little more diplomatic about that. But me personally, I would not want to sit on the beach and have if I'm not smoking and it's coming my way, I'd be annoyed too, I guess. But anyway, so it looks like there is some problems going on in Seabright, and I guess we're all going to have to just start taking a closer look at Seabright and just keep the pressure on them. Keep the pressure on. And I'm just a man with a camera. I'm the messenger. It's up to you people out there to do something. How many of you people out there watching my video have called Seabright Police, have gone on their Facebook page and demand a response to something? I'm watching. I don't see a whole lot going on there, so you're just as guilty as far as I'm concerned. You sit there and you shake your head. Yeah, that's terrible. These bad cops. Yeah, but what are you doing about it, We all play a role in start changing this. One man doesn't change things. Maybe one man leading a bunch of men changes things, but you guys gotta wake up. You gotta start doing something, and there's more. Again, there's only so much I can do. Really, it's up to you. That Seabright Facebook page should have 1,000 messages on there. Why are you talking about that? I would say, I'll finish it up with this. If I was Seabright, all you need to do out there, Chief Friedman, all you got to do is take the press release by the prosecutor's office and just post it on there. You don't have to say nothing. Just post it on there and let everybody know what that crooked, bad SOB cop over there, Eric Bennett, has been up to. But so far it's not happening, so I got a feeling they're covering for him. Another great police department out there. Another headed by a not so good cop. I'm starting to get the feeling that Chief Brett Friedman out there is a no good cop. I'm John Van Dyke for New Jersey Exposed. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. Like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Honest and Undercover. Every day I post stories of cops across America being arrested and charged with one thing or another. And so you can always get the updates, and any story I do pretty much comes from a story I posted on Facebook. Till next time, people.
Pertains to this defendant doing approximately 30 lookups. Bids are broken up into 2 warrants. Some of it happened in Seabright, some of it happened where the victim resides in Little Silver. With respect to the Seabright charges, which is the official misconduct and the unauthorized access, those pertain to this defendant doing approximately 30 lookups in law enforcement databases while on duty of the victim, her ex-husband, 3 of her male friends, who we later learned that this defendant expressed some jealousy towards during and after their relationship, looking up their names, at times looking up where they live and or what type of vehicles that they drive. And that all occurred within approximately a 3-month window between October and January. With respect to the Little Silver charges, those pertain to this defendant making very vulgar, specific threats towards his victim, which I'll describe later, harassing and threatening her on social media via a fake Facebook account under a fake name, going to her home where she resides with her minor children in the middle of the night, removing her security cameras and slashing her tires and cleaning her car while she slept inside.
The court remains concerned that the victim will remain vulnerable and is subject to further threats and tactics of Mr. Bennett, which could lead to more criminal activity. I don't believe that there are any conditions that I can place on Mr. Bennett to ensure that the three goals are met, so he is going to be detained.